What's up, besties? Welcome into Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alicia. I hope you all are having an incredible day. Oh, let me just fix that heart there. There we go. Yeah, I'm actually picking up on a scenario today. Actually, I kept hearing a sentence, and it's probably going to be the title of the reading because I kept hearing, "You're a ghost in their relationship. You're a ghost in their relationship." And so I tuned into that, and Spirit showing me a situation where honestly, you have no idea how much space you're still taking up in your ex's life. Okay. So I feel like they're in a new relationship. And I feel like they basically might be acting like they've moved on, but your energy is still really strong around them. Like I said, like you're haunting the relationship. You're a ghost in their new relationship. The person they're with now, I gotta tell you that they absolutely feel it. I do feel like they're watching you, and this could be connected to our last reading. It was kind of about close to the same thing. And I wish I remembered the title of it now, but I don't. Once these readings get out of the space, they're kind of out. But it seems like their current partner is watching you. Anyway, I do feel like they're comparing themselves to you as well. Like, and by watching you, I just want to do a little side note. It's probably via socials or however they can compare themselves to you in some type of way. Anyway, they're wondering what you had like with this person that they don't. Okay. So again, it's kind of like you've become this ghost, this like quiet presence in their relationship. And I feel like you're not even doing anything. Like you're just out here living your life, staying in your own lane, and somehow you're still part of their story. So I want to see why that is and what's really going on behind the scenes. So this is where I'm just going to bring the sound bowl, call in spirit, and we'll dive right into the messages. And I want to know why, what's going on. Okay, so if you're here for it, you can like the video. If you feel like giving some energy exchange in that way, I am always appreciative. But let's get into it. If you're just here for the tea, that's cool. Stick with us because we're about to spill it. Here we go. Okay. I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, my first question is, why is your ex still thinking about you? Okay, why? You know, it's Mercury retrograde. We're still in it. There's one more official day, and then it moves into the shadow. Thank God. But here we go. Here we go. Queen of Swords. Why is your ex still thinking about you? I feel like it's because you have cut and run. Now, whether or not this person, like between the two of you, whether or not it was like an official commitment or whatever it was, they obviously decided to enter into a different relationship. Okay. Now, whether the two of you broke up, or again, maybe you were in some kind of situationship with this person, when they made that call, when they made that decision to not choose you in some type of way, you'd said, okay, fine. Like, okay, did it hurt? Yeah. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's been through a lot of pain. It sucked. But at the same time, you're not over here chasing people who, don't choose you, right? You're like, okay, fine, you're lost, whatever. But you have put up some strict boundaries. I don't feel like you are in communication with this person at all. They hurt you, okay? You've been slowly but surely moving on, moving forward, showing up every single day, doing what you got to do, staying in your own lane, right? That's what we've already really established from the energy I was picking up. You are actually, see, this is turning into you. This is why your ex is still thinking about you, okay? Because I feel like they assume that you would act up or act out when they went off into a new relationship. This is somebody, again, you may have been dating this person for a while. Maybe you were married to them and there was some kind of split, maybe a divorce, okay, separation, and they moved on real quick, okay? I got to say that. They moved on real quick, and they may have been very public about that. Again, very hurtful to you, but you got your boundaries. You kept it pushing. You kept moving forward because you were like, I will be damned if this person steals my joy, steals my happiness. You know, you are focused, like I said, every day, showing up, showing out, doing what you need to do, investing in your life, your goals, your health, just moving forward. It may have taken a while. But you are headed towards your own happiness, your ideal. And this is actually quite bothersome to the ex. Okay. This is why it's showing up. This is why they're still thinking about you. They are bothered. They are bothered at the fact that you have just moved on, that you took the high road, that you didn't, fight it, kicking and screaming. You just kind of accepted the situation and kept it pushing. Okay. You didn't chase them. You didn't chase them. You started chasing your own happiness, your own goals. Maybe you started saying, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead, take a look at anything I might need to look at. Why was I giving this person my time and energy when they weren't investing in me? Just maybe doing some healing as well, slow, steady, surely getting to your goals in love, or repairing the self so that you are ready for the kind of relationship that you actually deserve. Okay. And that's what the 10 of Cups is. That's our ideal in love. So you've been steadily heading that way and not looking back at the past. You just kept it pushing, right? So this is one of the major reasons, like I said, that you are still on the mind of your ex. Not only that, but they rushed into this new relationship. Okay. They rushed right into it. So instead of doing the processing, like I see that you've been doing over here, the healthy thing to do, your ex was out there just jumping into something new without facing or processing the end of a relationship, which is what we should be doing normally, right? Unpacking those bags. Basically, you don't want to bring baggage into a new relationship, and I see that that is exactly what your ex has done. This is speaking to you more than it's speaking to them, even though we're asking why you're on their mind. It's giving me a very clear answer here. We have Strength, the Wheel of Fortune. You have been holding back from engaging in any kind of drama. They may even have tried to, pardon me, I just got really blocked up in the throat there. They may even have tried to like goat you or to like trigger you in some type of way here, but you've held back. Okay. You have been you've shown an incredible amount of strength and confidence as you just decided, okay, fine. If that's what it is, that's what it is. I'm not chasing after somebody who's not choosing me. So be gone with you. You know what I mean? It's that kind of a vibe. Now, even if you didn't internally feel that way right away, that's the vibe that you showed them. Okay. That's what you showed them. So, you're like, I got bigger and better things to do. I've got bigger fish to fry kind of thing. I'm going to align with the person I'm meant to be with. If it's not you, then it's too bad, but it is what it is. And so your very act, they always say, your happiness is the best revenge. Okay. And you went and took that road. And you stayed in that lane, right? Headed toward your own happiness, and they can see that. I do feel like your ex is still paying attention to what it is that you're getting up to. They're not the only one. I mean, their new partner is not the only one who's checking up on you, because they're obviously sensing that, obviously, like the whole point of this reading is that you're a ghost in their relationship, and it's because they never unpack those bags. Okay. It is what it is, but I see you headed towards, not only do I see you heading towards, something that is more aligned for you and something, a relationship, a career, a project, a goal, something you're moving forward, moving on, okay, towards your blessings. And that's very clear here. And, your ex can see it. Okay. Your ex can see it. So let's just move on. That's why they're still thinking about you, because they didn't think that you would. They may have underestimated you. Obviously they did, because they thought that you'd be, I don't know what they thought. It feels like they thought you would be a lot more bothered by their actions than you were. Let's just put it that way. And they can't, that's taking a blow to the ego. Okay. They're taking a blow to the ego. Look at this. when I said that, we have the wounded warrior coming up wondering why, why you were able to just move on from them like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's just coming out. That's just coming out. I feel like your ability to move on from them is making them doubt their decision with the Nine of Wands. Oh, did I make the right choice? Looking back to the past, wondering, questioning what they did. Okay. Questioning themselves and what they did and their choices. So what does their new partner see or sense about your connection? That's what I kind of want to know too. What is their new partner seeing or sensing about your connection? Like why, why is it haunting the relationship? Okay, and we'll get to that. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups, the High Priestess, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Underneath the deck, we have Death. Just give me one moment, please. All right, friends, thanks. I just had to grab something. Listen, I feel like what their new partner is seeing and sensing about your connection is, it's actually, I'm going to apply the Nine of Wands to this question as well, because I feel like it's giving the new partner doubts about whether or not they should stick with this person. Because I'll tell you why. Because they're looking at you, they're looking at your life, and I don't feel like it's matching up with what your person has been telling their new partner about their ex, so about you, right? They're seeing, this is what their new partner is seeing about you, is that when you walked away from the relationship, or when the relationship ended with the Death energy here, something major transformed in your world. Okay. And it feels like all of a sudden some kind of fog was lifted, the veil was lifted, and you, or any kind of restrictions were lifted off of your life, and you started moving towards your goals, your maybe financial independence, your dreams, or something really, really positive. Okay. With the Ten of Pentacles, that's like your legacy. That's the end game. That's your goal. That's, feeling very much like you have it all and more. This is optimum health, living a happy life, feeling very stable. Okay. Like you moved very quickly into this blessing, I want to say. Okay. You moved quickly into this blessing. And I mean, that's the way it looks like. Okay. That's what it looks like. You may have had a promotion or some kind of like achievement, or like I said, reaching a goal, something like that, as soon as your ex was out of your life. Okay. And now it's making their current partner wonder if your ex is the problem, was the thing holding you back, was the person holding you back. Like it's making them doubt whether or not they should be with this person, because it seems that as soon as you walked away, or as soon as, you got out of a relationship or a situationship with this person, you started headed right into your highest timeline. You know what I mean? So the new partner is looking at all of this and starting to say, oh shit, like, what is it about this person? Is this a good choice? Should I stay with them? Should I walk away? Were they the problem? So it's actually, it's almost like they're looking at you like, oh, okay, well, how come you didn't have all this, all these good things happening when you were in a relationship with this person, right? So they're starting to see their person as your person. Geez, who do I call them? Your ex as the problem. Okay. All right. So I want to know, because I want the tea. I want to know what your ex is telling the new partner about you, because you are a ghost in their relationship. I feel like that new partner has questions, and we did pick up on this energy. Like I said, maybe it was last week when it was like, some karmic was like laying a trap for your person, trying to bring up your name, finding out that this person's still in love with you, that kind of a vibe. Like that reading could be connected to this person. Okay. Yeah, we have the Chariot. I'm trying to find out what your ex has told their new partner about you. Okay. We have the Chariot. Okay. We have the Empress. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles. Wow. the Magician. Oh, this could be the same collective for sure as that reading. Okay, because this is interesting. They're not, I'm sitting here half expecting your ex to be like, throwing you under the bus or saying terrible things about you. And then, their new person, their new partner is seeing that that's not true. And I was thinking, I was feeling that that's the way this reading was going to go, or this energy was going to go, but that is not the case. And I'm glad I asked the question because it's quite the opposite. Okay. Your ex has said good things about you. Now, I'm not surprised. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm not surprised that there's good things to say about you. Of course not. You're amazing. I'm surprised that they've been saying good things. So we might be dealing with somebody who is triangulating, which does kind of let me know that they could be a narcissist or at least have narcissistic tendencies. Okay. I'm not here to clinically diagnose your ex. Okay. That is not my job. All right. If you know, and that's good. But I'll tell you that they have been, it feels a little sinister, not gonna lie, because it seems that they have been saying really great things about you, again, in a way to compare you to their new partner. And it's almost like they're trying to plant seeds of doubt in the new partner that they aren't as good as you, or they aren't good enough, or they're not going to compare to you, or here's the thing. Okay, I need to back the boat up and I'll explain what I see here. Your ex has been out here saying that they're not surprised that you moved on, that you are out here shining. You're the Empress, the Chariot. They're not surprised in your success. You've always been independent. You've always stood your ground. You've always been maybe quote unquote too much, too powerful, too maybe out of their league. Okay, that kind of thing. Like they're almost putting you up on a pedestal. They're saying that you make things happen. With the Magician here, you get what you want. And they don't know if they could live up to that. They don't know if they could be with someone like you because you are just too perfect, too good. And, and so now essentially what they're saying to the new partner is that I'm settling for you. You're not as difficult, or you don't have as high standards, or you don't require as much work. You know what I mean? Like they're basically saying like, they can't keep up with a baddie, basically, and you're the baddie, and their current partner ain't shit, which is not okay. I mean, it seems like I said, they're triangulating. So they're using you to make their current partner feel terrible about themselves. And it is obviously it's working, okay, because they're out here, the current partner's out here having a look at what you're doing, and they're seeing that your life is, you are moving forward, you are moving on, you don't have anything to do with this person, and your success and your glow up basically has nothing to do with your ex, okay? And that it seems like your life got better once you exited the situation. So this is why you're a ghost in their relationship. It's because your ex is making you that way. They're putting you in that position. You're not doing anything. You're not out here doing anything. You probably don't even know this is happening, okay? But your ex is using you. They're saying great things about you, and it is a tool to make their current partner feel insecure, okay? And it's working. It's working. So how does your presence really affect their relationship right now? I feel like I already answered that, but I mean, I want to know. How is your presence? How are you currently affecting their relationship right now? And again, you're not doing anything on purpose. We have the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups. Okay. This is giving very much. The 4 of Swords, Ace of Cups. This is giving very much. I'm going to have to pause the reading and find out what the name of that last reading was so I can direct you to it. This is making their current partner want to work harder to earn them. Okay, so it's pulling up their insecurities. Okay, the way that your ex is putting you on a pedestal, talking about you, saying good things about you, saying that they can never be good enough for someone like you. All of that is making the new partner feel less than and insecure. But it's also, instead of the current partner dipping and getting the hell away from the ex because the ex is showing up as extremely toxic friends. I got to be honest with you. And I would, you know what I mean? I mean, we all have to learn our lessons when we learn our lessons, and we all feel a certain type of way. That's fine. But this ex of yours is showing up as highly manipulative and quite toxic from my point of view in this energy, seeing what they're doing out here. But the new partner is going to be trying to work hard to prove that they are just as good as you. Okay. Or again, that last reading that we picked up on this, it's still in the collective, obviously here. Like almost like they're going to try and step in your shoes, or they're wanting to step in your shoes. And they feel like if they could just keep your ex distracted and focused on them, and if they do the things that you do or show up in the ways that you show up, and they can keep some radio silence between the two of you, that they can be good enough for your ex to fall in love with them as deeply as they fell for you. Okay, so it's actually the tactic of triangulation is sadly working on their new partner. Okay, it is. They're holding on tightly. They're going to hold on tighter to the relationship. They're going to try harder. And that is precisely what your ex is wanting, it seems like. Okay, you know what? Why is this coming out? What does Spirit have for you moving forward? We have the Emperor. We have the Knight of Swords. Hold on. Why is this coming up? Oh, shoot. It's coming up because you're about to hear from your ex. They're about to say something. Look at that. There's the devil under there. Look, this is coming up as a little bit of a warning here. Whether they are still currently in the relationship with the new partner, which I believe they are. They are 100% in that relationship. They are going to come towards you. They are going to message you. They're going to try to love bomb you. They're going to try, and I don't know what they're thinking, but I'm getting distorted masculine energy. They feel like they're the one in control. Like they've got this under control. They could love bomb you and still keep their new partner. They could try to sneak back into your world, try to get you back on the hook. The audacity of this person, I gotta say, the audacity of this person. I feel like basically they've put this new person in such a low vibration, or in such a low view of themselves. How do I say that? They're so insecure. They have created an environment of such insecurity within their relationship that they feel like they could do whatever they want, and then that person, the new person, would be still working real hard to gain their favor. Okay? While they're out here wanting to message and love bomb you and get you back on the hook too. Okay, this is giving full-blown narcissistic energy to me. It really is. Especially with the devil coming up here. Spirit wants you to know. Spirit wants you to know. They might be sending you a message soon. It feels like trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or saying like a love bomb, saying like all the things that they knew that you always wanted to hear from them. Okay? Now, they may have done this to you too. You may have at one point been this person. I am getting really blocked up in my throat here, and I don't know why. I'm not sick, but it's like I'm losing my voice. They may have made you feel like you didn't have a voice at one point in time, but you're not there anymore. Okay, I gotta say, you are not there anymore. You have regained your strength. You are. I don't feel like you're gonna fall for this, but this reading is coming out to let you know that this is likely gonna happen before the shadow period of the retrograde is over, you are going to be hearing from this person, and they are going to try to tell you everything that they know damn well what you always wanted to hear, but they never said it to you. They figured you were going to end up like their new person, trying real hard to gain their favor. It is toxic. It is very toxic. Hang on. Okay, Bestie, I had to pause it just because of a couple reasons. First of all, I want to tell you the name of that other reading in case you want to go check it out for more info, because I do feel like it is connected. It's They tried to trash talk you, but the truth came out instead. And there was a crazy plot twist in that reading, but anyways, the plot twist, basically, I'll tell it. No, I'm not going to spoil it, but whatever. Okay. And honestly, I wanted to sit with Spirit, take a sip of my coffee because of my throat or whatever, and ask if this reading needs an extended. Like, honestly, Spirit saying, yeah, there's definitely more here for you, but I want to be super clear. It's not about getting you tangled back up in this person's energy. This is about keeping you on track. Okay. Because the energy coming through right now, I mean, it's obviously showing someone who's planning to come back around, and it does not feel genuine. It feels strategic. It feels manipulative. It feels like they want to test if they can still pull you in, pull you in the way that they're controlling the new person as well. Okay. So, I mean, if you want to know what they're planning next and what they're going to say and how to protect your peace, if they do try to come towards you again, I will link the extended below. And honestly, truly, thank you. I really appreciate the energy exchange and the support for the work that I do. It really helps. It helps me bring these free readings here to YouTube, and I appreciate you more than you know. Okay. And I always say that, but yeah, let's get into it. In the extended, I'm going to take a look. We're going to take a really close look at their intentions, okay? I want to know what their next move is going to be, what's going on behind this mask of theirs or whatever, and I want to see what Spirit wants you to know so that you can stay aligned with the healthy path that you're already on, okay? That it's not going to be, is this person going to change? Because I don't feel like this person is anywhere near anything healthy. Okay. It's mostly warnings and protection and how you can stay on track. Okay. Just to be super duper clear. So if you're into it, awesome. If you're not, I will see you in the next reading, besties. And yeah, just thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of my day. Thank you for liking and all your comments. I read them all. You guys are amazing. And you bring such good energy into our tribe. So again, thank you for being here. If you're new, I do invite you to join our tribe because we have a tribe full of amazing humans from all over the world. And I'm here on the Almost Daily delivering messages. Almost daily, not quite. But yeah, anyways, I love you guys and I'll see you in the extended or in the next reading. Bye. All right, besties, welcome to the extended where we are going to spill the tea and see what Spirit wants you to know so that you can stay on track and keep your energy protected, okay, from this individual. So let's just start off with what is their real motive for coming back towards you? Like, why? Why are they trying to do this? Why can't they just leave well enough alone, And I'm using my karmic deck, the Deviant Moon. I use this for karmic situations. This feels karmic. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the 5 of Swords, the Queen of Wands. The 3 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, karma, karma, karma. Underneath, Strength. You got the Wheel of Fortune and Strength in the first part of the reading because you are so strong. You are so strong right now. It's like giving the energy of defeating the narcissist, defeating the final boss of narcissists even here. And this person, they don't like it, but we're about to get into it.